If you're looking for the best sports memorabilia and card break room on the internet, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tonight's action will move fast, so we want to prep you for what you're about to see on your screen. First, the all-important dice roll number. At the top of the show, the host will randomize a series of numbers. The number selected from the randomizer will become the dice roll number for the entire show. Meaning every mystery box that is broken, the names of every collector will be placed on a list and randomized using the dice roll number for the show. Next, you see this black ticker down here? This shows you which numbers are still available in each and every Ultimate Autographs mystery box series. When a break fills or sells out, the host will ask for a number. This is where you make your selection from. Simply type a number in the chat, and the host will pick the first number they see. Throughout the show, you may see two different types of breaks: divisional and top spot. Divisional breaks are most common. In this format, all 8 individuals who enter a football-themed break will be positioned next to one of 8 football divisions after their names are randomized using the show's dice roll number. When the mystery box is opened, the football division of the team represented in that mystery box becomes the winning division. The lucky collector whose name is randomly placed next to that football division takes home the signed piece of authenticated memorabilia. Our top spot format is typically reserved for giveaways, college-themed series, and non-football breaks. In a top spot break, all names are added to a list. They are randomized using the show's dice roll number. At the end of the randomization, the name at the top becomes the winner of the signed item or prize. Breaking sports memorabilia has never been easier or more fun than it is in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Remember, every mystery box series you see on the show can also be purchased as a personal mystery box that is either shipped directly to your home for you to open, or you can request to have it opened on a future Ultimate Autographs Live Breaks broadcast. Also, while you're waiting for your break to fill, we encourage you to look around ultimateautographs.com to see if you find a piece of memorabilia you love and want to add to your collection. And don't forget, every live break spot you purchase automatically earns you 6% back in UA cash that you can later exchange for a mystery box or a signed item of your choosing. All right, the time has come. Let's break some certified, authentic sports memorabilia in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tell them, boys.
Welcome to Ultimate Breaks Autograph here, Common with Luke. We've got an exciting day on the Ultimate Autograph Studio. We got a lot of fun series on the website, 9 series. Luke, we just posted loaded dice. I know we thought we ran out of that. We did not. We've got plenty of loaded dice in here, at least 3 to 4 boxes to fill. We've got Broadway Joe in here. We've got our slab series. That's a double break. We're getting close to filling that one up. Practice squad. We have just 7 practice squad boxes to do. It's going to be a pretty busy night and a really, really exciting time, Luke. I am definitely looking forward to today's show.
Definitely. I'm excited for the slab series personally. I love seeing the cards. So I know we've got a couple fills on that. We've got some double box breaks going for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to get started with just the show. Let's get started with our dice roll for today to see how many times we are going to be randomizing. So here we go. Need 6 or higher to play. 4. Let's try again. 7. 7 is going to be our dice roll for today. Everybody in the chat, how is everyone doing today? We are excited for a great day here. It's gonna be a fun day, and I'm looking forward to those slabs as well. We've had a lot of really good content in the slabs, and the slab series is one of those that's really strong. I know the headliners get the big names, but a lot of the ones that aren't headliners in that series are really, really cool.
I saw there was a kind of like a superhero comic book themed Patrick Mahomes card the
Yes.
other day that got pulled. That was pretty
That
cool.
was a neat card. I know we had a Peyton Manning was pulled. Ryan Metzer is certainly having fun today. Ryan, feel free to hop in on some breaks as well with us. We are going to actually also spin the wheel to see what our chase of the day is today. before we get started. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Here we go. And our chase is going to be big bucks. Big bucks. Nicely done. So chase item of the day is big bucks. That's a really good series, one that I think we haven't played as much as I would have liked. So hopefully we do get that series going tonight. What we do have here, though, is going to be a really good series. Team Father Son Swagger says, how's it going, guys? It's going great. Luke, we're going to get started with our first break of the day. We're going to do our practice squad. Actually, let's not do practice squad 1. Let's do the slab football, since it's a double box break. So we're going to do slab football. That's Aaron, Robert, Joshua, Guy, and James Capel. Guys, if you can get 2 box numbers, since that one is a double break. Luke, exciting NFL games going on right now. You kind of remarked to me, a little bit surprising, the Texans beating the Patriots 22-12. Mm-hmm. That one's a little interesting. And then, of course, we've got the Buccaneers up 24-17 on the Dolphins. Maybe that one's a little bit closer than people thought. The Packers beating the Bengals 19-14, a good matchup of 2 3-1 teams. So it's going to be good. Guys, if we can get a box number from Aaron, Robert, Joshua, Guy, or James, I'm going to go ahead and random this up so you guys have your divisions. Alrighty. Here's our list randomizer that you can see. We're going 7 times. Aaron, Robert, Joshua, Guy, and James. So guys, last call for that box number, 2 box numbers on the slabs. James, Guy, Aaron, or Joshua if you're in here, or Robert Myers as well. Otherwise, I will random up some box numbers for you.
Random it up.
Random it up. Let's go. Robert, Guy up top, Joshua, then James in the bottom. Aaron King is also mixed up in there, as you can take a look at our randomizer.
I like random as a verb.
Random's a good verb.
Random it up.
Random it up. There's a look at our divisions. We got Robert in the NFC North, Guy in the NFC South and NFC East. NFC West is Joshua Tucker, James Capel in the AFC North and AFC South, Aaron King in the AFC East, and James Capel in the AFC West as well. Guys, last call for those box numbers. Alrighty, I think we're gonna, oh, here we go. Chop, son of Capel coming through. Luke, that's gonna be 20 and 22.
All right.
The strategy for the Capels, you may not know this, is to pick the even boxes. That's what they like to do, the Capel family.
20 and 22?
20 and 22, keeping it simple.
There we are.
Alrighty. So you can take a look at the box numbers. We'll get started with 21st, chronological order this up. Alright.
Chronological is a verb, too?
It is a verb.
Chronological it up.
We're throwing a lot of verbs. Yeah, I definitely made that up, Luke.
We're making verbs.
I'm making verbs happen here.
It's all right. We're about innovation here.
We're about innovation. I think this is my first time doing the slab series. I'm looking forward to opening up a slab box.
Open her up. We starting with 20?
We're starting with 20.
All right.
You can tell that I'm fresh at opening this box. Here we go. Show me. Oh my goodness. Can you believe this? One of the all-time great NFL players, one of my favorite players, Peyton Manning of the Indianapolis Colts. This is a thing of beauty. Certified card. NFL Player of the Day, Peyton Manning. This is a really nice card. PSA authenticated. Wow. What a hit. This guy was arguably the best quarterback in NFL history. Peyton Manning had all sorts of records. Multi-time Super Bowl champion. I think he's got the most MVPs in NFL history. What a great hit. That would be the AFC South. James Capel. Quadrina is sad. I know She's a Colts fan. She was probably chasing that item herself. She was not in that break, but wow. Yeah, Nick Perrine says, Son of Capo, Katrina needs that. As always, if you guys want to trade, you can work that out amongst yourself, but that's a big hit. Congratulations, James.
What a start.
What a start.
Manning right away. All
Peyton
right.
Manning right off the bat. Are you a Peyton Manning fan? Because, Luke, he was my favorite player growing up. Him and Kurt Warner and then all the Bears guys. But at the quarterback position, Manning was my favorite. That's why I struggle with all this Tom Brady love, because I remember they were major rivals. Can you see the card? Yes. Take a close look at the card. I didn't hold that well enough for you. This way right here. Nope, the other way. There it is. So here's a good look at the card. Peyton Manning. Beautiful card. QB of the Indianapolis Colts. This thing is a thing of beauty. It's an authentic card. I'll be sure to hold that up for you a little bit more clear next time. Look at that. Peyton Manning. What's the grade on this card here? Let's take a look. It's a Panini card. Super Bowl MVP card, too. Wow. PSA certified, authentic autograph from Peyton Manning. One of the great quarterbacks of all time. Here you go, Chop. Get a good look at this one, because this is one of the all-time great players. Maybe my favorite player. Maybe now Mahomes is passing him up for me, but he is something else. Congratulations, James. AFC South, what a way to start the night. Is it signed, says. Yes, it is signed. So, yep, sorry about that. It is, in fact, signed. Signed by Peyton Manning himself right there. Signed card by Mr. Manning. Look at that. Number 18, thing of beauty. He's got the number down. He's got everything going. It's beautiful. Chop, I hope you like that card.
Who'd he beat in that Super Bowl, Common?
The Bears,
Oh,
unfortunately.
he did.
He
In
beat
the
the
rain.
Bears. Our Bears, unfortunately.
Cedric Benson fumbling.
Oh, man.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Rex Grossman not performing well. You know who did perform well in that Super Bowl? Devin Hester.
Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne, yeah. Wow. Great hit. Quadrina says, I'll trade you an Aaron Rodgers card for that. That'd be quite the trade. Two of the all-time great quarterbacks being traded for each other. We do have a second card break here, though. Double box break. We got Peyton Manning in the first one. What are we going to do in the second one? I mean, it can't get any better, right?
That's a tough act to follow.
That's
right
a tough
there.
act to follow. All right, second card of the day. It's not Peyton Manning, but it's pretty good. Donovan Mcnabb, take a look at this card. 9.5, one of the best grades you can get on the slab. 9.5, Donovan McNabb. That is a beautiful card. 10 on the corners, 10 on the edge, 9 on the centering. 1999 Topps Chrome All Refractor Series. Donovan McNabb, another great quarterback. That would be the NFC East. And Guy Armstrong with that beautiful hit. Congratulations, Guy. Guy with the win. Nice.
Like I said, that's like the toughest name ever. Guy Armstrong.
Guy Armstrong. Got to be a tough guy to have that name.
You're not going to mess with a guy named Guy Armstrong.
No, and you're not going to mess with Donovan McNabb. He got himself a nice hit. One of my favorite things about Donovan McNabb, besides those Chunky Noodle Soup commercials with his mom, was the fact that he was a great touchdown to interception ratio guy. He didn't turn the ball over. He got a lot of wins. He made 4 NFC championship games. 1 Super Bowl coming up just short against Mr. Brady himself. Nice hit, Guy. Donovan McNabb. Again, take another look at this beautiful card. 9.5 onto McNabb. That's the NFC East. Guy Armstrong. Guy might be one of our newer customers. At least I don't recognize him. So congratulations on that hit. Donovan McNabb slab.
I know what he is, and that's one tough customer.
That's right. That's right. Wow. A lot of good quarterbacks in this series. You talked about us pulling a Patrick Mahomes last night. Peyton Manning, followed by Donovan McNabb. Tough to beat that. And we are running out of this series, by the way, guys. I think we have, since we're doing double box breaks, we've got about 5 breaks only to do on that one. So, hop on in. Alrighty, Luke, we're going to go ahead and move on to practice squad number 1. That's Norman. And James has 7 slots.
Let's do it.
So, James, if you have a box number in mind, Norman also, if you're in here, we're going to randomize you guys up here. Throw on our list randomizer on the screen. We're going 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Right.
James Capel has the top 3 slots and the bottom 4. Norman right in there in the middle. And Luke, I've got a box number.
All right, what do you got?
I've got box number 44. Chop is going with the even numbers. So there's the divisions up there. Copy you guys up in the divisions. Practice squad number 1, 44. Practice squad is in the back there. Those in the back there.
Gotcha. 4-4. All right.
Awesome. 44. Quadrina's sending Chop a message about that card. Team Father Son Swagger's got 1 spot. James has 7. Only takes 1 to win, as Chop said. I'll tell you this, Team Father Son Swagger. I guess that's Norman. No matter if you have 1 or 2 slots, you can be going up against someone else who has, whether the other 7 slots is James or whether it's 7 other people. You only bought in for 1 slot, so either way, your odds are not different. But it does only take 1 to win. So let's take a look at what we got here. Norman is in the NFC West, by the way. James has all the other divisions. It's not an item. You just want an autographed 16 by 20 signed by Paul Krause. He is the all-time interceptions leader in the history of the NFL. 81 interceptions. No one has ever gotten more interceptions than Paul Krause. Multi-time Hall of Famer. One of the great defensive backs of all time. Take a look at Mr. Paul Krause. Hall of Fame, 98. The guy's a beast. One of the most unbreakable records in sports. And one that I didn't know before I started working here. Would you have known Paul Krause, all-time interceptions leader?
80. What is it? 81.
81.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And that one goes to James Capel in the NFC North. Krause, 16 by 20. He's an old school guy. James, I don't know if you got to watch him play back in the day. If you did, he was certainly a really good guy to watch.
I've never actually seen footage of him playing. I imagine, though, at the time where you could absolutely just mug the receiver.
Sure, a little bit different game.
It's going to be tough to break that record just because all the PI that's getting called.
Yeah, right now it helps to be the offensive players are protected. It's not a good era for the defensive players. So, but I'll tell you this though, they also didn't used to pass the ball as much those days.
Very true.
So it's one of those deals where the fact that he had 81 interceptions is wildly impressive. Mr. Paul Krause, James Capel of the NFC North. Nice hits. Son of Capel says, don't worry, they'll be cheering snipe, snipe, snipe before long.
What's going on?
Well, they're looking.
Do we need to report something?
We don't have to report anything.
All right.
They're talking about the
I've got 9-1 dialed right now.
That's right. They've got the single spot snipe. Okay, later. Congrats. Team Father Son, please come back. You've got a lot of chances to win in here.
Please.
please come back. Luke, let's do practice squad number 2, guys. That's Michael Crisp, Michael Lepre, and James Capel. If you guys want to give us a box number for practice squad number 2. Again, we are almost done with this series. Only 7 of them up on our website. So if you want to hop in on some practice squad, this is the time. Practice squad number 3. I'm going to go ahead and random up your divisions while James and the 2 Michaels take some time to give us a box number. Yeah, I love hearing like great stats. Do you have a favorite statistic, Luke, that you like, or what do you think is the most unbreakable sports record?
Didn't Gretzky have some crazy record? I forget what it is.
He has,
I think
like,
it's points in a
every
season.
Yeah.
It's like just something insane. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know the
Gretzky?
exact number on it, but
You know,
or Ripken.
Cal Ripken, his consecutive streak, of course. You know which one I learned the other day? Ted Williams, 84 straight games on base.
Teddy.
That's one that doesn't get talked about very often. Alrighty. So there you got the divisions. The two Michaels up top. James Capel has the rest of the slots as I take our list randomizer down and copy in those divisions. That's Michael over in the NFC North, Michael L in the NFC South, and James has the NFC East and West, and all of the divisions out in the AFC. 47 says Chop for the box number on practice squad number 2. All right.
We got a little weight to it.
We've got a little weight to it, so this might be a helmet, guys. Certainly a lot less weight than the previous box we had. All right, here we go. Practice squad number 2. Let's open this baby up. See what we have in here. This is one of these series that I say you get bang for your buck. It's a helmet. It is a helmet, Luke. Let's see what helmet it is. Got our ultimate autograph logo. Team father, son swagger. Luke, we convinced him to come back. He's going to do practice.
Convince my dad to come back now.
That's right.
Where you at?
He'll do practice squad number 3. We've got a beautiful helmet. The Arizona Cardinals. Let's see where our little card is in here. Don't have a card, so I may have to... Number 99. Is this J.J. Watt? I think it's J.J. Watt with the Cardinals. Here we go. Here's the card. It is, in fact, J.J. Watt. I can confirm that. J.J. Watt with the Cardinals, one of the all-time great defensive linemen. He's been a Defensive Player of the Year. He's been a sack machine. He's even caught some touchdowns. He's forced some fumbles. J.J. Watt's done a little bit of everything. The only problem for him, Luke, was he couldn't win in Houston. So he upgraded his chances, went to the Cardinals, and guess what? They're 4-0, the last undefeated team in the NFL. Incredible. That would be the NFC West, and that's James Capel, the best division in football. And Watt is one of the best players in football. I know he hasn't been as great the last few years, but I think with Chandler Jones no longer facing as much double teams, he seems to be rejuvenated. He's also a locker room presence. J.J. Watt for $15 a spot. That's a beautiful,
not gonna beat that.
Beautiful hit, and that is, I think that's a replica, but it is still a beautiful hit. Nice hit, says Chop. I think the Capel family is very happy with that one. Yeah, I think he's one of the best defensive players in our era. I mean, who do you think is the best player that we've seen watch in person, in terms of...
the dominance of an Aaron Donald is almost overlooked and taken for granted at this point.
Yeah, Aaron Donald is... And he's what? He's an interior guy, so he doesn't get... he does get a lot of sacks, but he could have more sacks if he was out on the edge. I think of other great defensive players in our time, Brian Urlacher, a Bear, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed... really, really good players on the Ravens defense. Probably Donald is right now, but I think J.J. Watt is up there with all of those guys in the top 5 or 10 best defensive players in the last, 15, 20 years since I've been watching the NFL more closely. Didn't watch Paul Krause, but I'm sure he's up there with a lot of these guys.
Didn't Nnamdi Asomugha that one year?
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of J.J. Watt, though, because there's sort of one-hit wonders, like guys that are really good one year, but J.J. Watt's been doing this for many years. Many, many years. What do we got next, Luke?
We got a couple more things filled up here. I know we just got a a third practice squad has filled, and it looks like Big Bucks is filled. I believe that was the top spot chase for today.
Top
right?
spot chase. I think we'll do Minitron next, though. We try to go in mostly the order that we've been doing. Minitron number 1, guys. That would be Michael Lepre, Angelo Enzano, Marcel Giordano, Michael Lepre, Matthew Keck, and Ryan Metzner. Guys, if you are in the chat, let us know about Minitron number 1. I will random up those divisions for you while I wait on a box number. For the Capel family and for everyone else, last night we thought we ran out of loaded dice. I think the hosts said they ran out, but we did have some stuff in the back. So we do have loaded dice back on our website. We pulled 3 items there. One of them is a platinum helmet. I'll get that list randomizer up on the site. We're randomizing 7 times for Minitron number 1. That's Michael, Ryan, Marcel, Matthew, and Angelo. If you want to get a box number. A nice list of names. Some names I haven't seen here. I know this is my first month on the job, but it's good to see different names. I know I do notice Michael Lepre, but some of these other names, I don't notice them. So guys, if you're new here or if you're back after a while, welcome into our UA Live Breaks. We appreciate having you here.
It's been a while.
Ooh, that's a good
You know that
song.
one?
Is that Nickelback?
No, that's Stained.
Stained. Okay, probably a little bit better. Maybe. All right, so there are the divisions. We've got Ryan Metzner in the NFC North, Angelo Enzano in the NFC South, Marcel Giordano in the NFC East, Michael Lepre in the NFC West, Angelo Enzano in the AFC North, Matthew Keck in the AFC South and East, and Michael Lepre in the AFC West. Guys, I'll give you one last chance to throw out a box number for you before I random up a box number. I'll take a look at some of the NFL scores while I give you guys a second chance to do that. One of the games I'm looking at, Luke, I did pick the Steelers to beat the Broncos. That's one of those really weird 1-3 teams against 3-1 where the 1-3 team is actually better.
Those pretender Broncos.
The pretender Broncos. They were 3-0 against 3 of the worst teams in the NFL. They're back to reality in that one. The Patriots down 22-15 against the Texans in the fourth quarter. The Eagles really struggling against the Panthers, 15-6. Son of Capo asks, how many loaded dice crates total are there? So, Chop, we have 6 loaded dice left. So that's 3 helmets total, 18 helmets total, 3 per box. There's 6 loaded dice crates total left. We've got all 6 of them in the room here. So that'll be it for the series. So we are, in fact, really, really close, down to just 6 boxes. I'm going to go ahead and random up those box numbers for Minitron since we didn't get a box number called out. So let me take a look at our ticker, see what the Minitron numbers are. 33, 34, 37. All right, 33, 34, 37. You know what I thought would be kind of fun?
Come with it now.
This list randomizer. I didn't know what it was prior to starting on this show. This is a website that at home you can random up random stuff if you want, you know?
Just whatever?
Just whatever.
Do you find that being an issue a lot where you need to random stuff up?
No, but I'm just curious. So I'll throw this list randomizer up there. 33, 34, 37, 47, and 48. So we're going to do this 7 times. So let's take a look. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we're doing the top spot. So that's going to be box number 33, Luke.
All right.
Guys, I do hope you're in the chat. You didn't throw the box numbers. Hopefully,
Which series?
Minitron. I think Minitron is the jerseys. This one over here. One of those jersey ones.
All right, which one we grabbing?
33.
33. Some odd numbers here.
Look at this. Do you have the chat pulled up, Luke?
I do not.
All right, so I'll tell you what Son of Capo Chop just said. He uses the list randomizer all the time. I can't tell if he's kidding or not, if he's mocking me or not, but He says he uses it all the time when I can't decide what I want for dinner. Chinese, pizza, burgers, Italian.
That's practical.
That's practical. I mean, I have
use out
that same problem. So why not random up, the list? I'm a horrible decision maker. I'm the one type of person who can't make up his mind. So I think the list randomizer could actually help me in my life. Anyone to go into loaded dice? Hey, look, the Capel family. Joe wants to go into loaded dice with you guys. So I would love to do some loaded dice. That's my favorite unbiased series of the day. How about this jersey? Hines. Beautiful jersey. Nyheim Hines for the Colts. He's a running back. He's a dual threat running back. Let me flip the signature over for you. There it is. 21. Beautiful signature. Luke, he's one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. He's nearly at 1,000 yards receiving and rushing for his career. He's over 1,000 receiving, nearly 1,000 rushing. A great third down back. A guy that, could get some great plays late in the games when you're losing the game. Really nice hit. A good utility player. That's the AFC South. Matthew Keck. Nice hit, Matthew. Congratulations. You are taking home Nyheim Hines.
Let me take you home tonight. Some Boston there for you?
Nice. Very nice. To be honest, I'm not familiar with the song, but
no,
you sing it well. Here's the signature
beautiful.
right there. Son of Capel says, dead serious. All right. I love it. Luke, do you have any interest in becoming a randomizer? Randomize your tough decisions on our list randomizer.
And see, with that though, with the option he gave, I just pick Chinese food every time.
Chinese food? What's your go-to?
Oh, General Tso.
General Tso's chicken. That's really good.
Jenny T.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's up there for mine. I like the good old sesame chicken. That's a good one as well. But you can't go wrong with Chinese for sure.
My girl, Jenny T.
Love it. Heinz jersey. Matthew Keck. Congratulations. Good hit. Minitron number 1. I love to see us playing different series. Like, anytime we can open up something different where it's not the same thing every time, it's always fun. Personally, I'm a big fan of the jerseys, Luke. So I love it anytime we can do that. Team Father agrees. General knows best, but Sesame is great too. He's going to try Big Bucks number 2. Joe Harris, just finding this dumb question. How do I get involved in here? Joe, I'm going to give you a link to our website. This is where you can hop in on a break. Here's the link for everyone that wants to get involved on our break page. And then you can hop in on a slot. As you see, Practice Squad, for example, is our cheapest one. $15 a spot. There's 8 slots remaining on that one right now. So it's a divisional break spot. The way this works is that you're going to get a division. I'm going to randomize the division for you. And if you've got 8 slots, 1 out of the 8, whatever division gets pulled up, you are in that division. And you have a chance to win the signed player item from that division. If you keep watching, it'll make a lot of sense. But there's the link where you can hop in, and all the slots are shown by price. Love to have new guys, Joe. I think you'll really enjoy this if you hop in. Matthew Menard says 43 for Practice Squad 3. Is that next? What do we want to do next? Let's see what our order is. Practice Squad 3 is ready. Let's do Practice Squad 3 because we already have a box number for that. Broadway Joe number 1 we are going to do as well coming up here in a second. So Practice Squad 3, we've got Andrew, Joshua, Matt Menard, and Norman Privet. So we're going to randomize your divisions. Throw on that list randomizer. Joe, if you're watching, this is the way to see. So this is how I pick out the 8 names we have in each series. As you see, Matt Menard has 5 slots in this one. So you can buy as many slots as you want, giving yourself the best chance to win. Randomizing this up 7 times. This is how we determine your division, which we did by picking out our dice roller at the beginning of the show. 6, 7. You see Matt Menard is up top, followed by Joshua Jacobson, and down the list we go. There's our divisions. I'm going to paste this into our list here. Practice Squad number 3. And as you see, Matt Menard has the NFC North. Joshua Jacobs in the NFC South. Matt Menard, NFC East. Andrew B, NFC West. Matt has the North and South of the AFC. Norman in the AFC East. And Matt Menard in the AFC West. Luke, do you want me to grab the box, or do you have a second?
Oh, of course I have a second.
Awesome.
I always have a second for you, Connie.
I appreciate that, Luke.
What do we need
Box
here?
43 and practice squad in the back.
All right.
Practice squad number 3, Matt Menard is looking forward to this one. He's got 5 slots in practice squad number 3. Joshua and Andrew are also in here, and Norman. So got a good mix of folks. Practice squad number 3, guys. Again, we've got 7 practice squads up on our website. Or, well, we post one by one, but we got 7 boxes left in the room. So practice squad series number 3 is almost done. I can't guarantee it, but Luke, a decent chance we'll probably do a practice squad 4, given how hot the series has been.
Hey, no guarantees.
No guarantees. I don't make those decisions. Got a mini helmet here. Yep, it's a mini helmet. Let's take a look at what we got here. Oh my goodness. Team Father Run Swagger, you could put in a number early for big bucks too. I'll remember that for you. Rich Gannon signed with the NFL MVP. Another one of my favorite players growing up. Rich Gannon had Jerry Rice and Tim Brown in the early 2000s. They made the Super Bowl losing to the Bucks. They also were involved in that famous tuck rule game against Tom Brady and the Patriots. Rich Gannon, I believe, a 2-time NFL MVP. I think he's a Hall of Fame quarterback as well. He is really, really good. That would be the AFC West. Matt Menard bought in with 5 slots, and it worked. Nice hit, Matt Menard. Katrina said practice squad 4 is already sold out. Yeah, Katrina?
She bought it out.
Katrina, you bought it out. We are going to do Broadway Joe before we get to practice squad 4, but that one will be coming right up. Matt Menard, are you happy with the hit? Rich Gannon.
I like that. Rich Gannon, he was fun to watch. I remember being a kid, too, watching him with those guys you mentioned.
I was heartbroken over the tuck rule. I thought the Raiders that year, were the best team in the NFL. I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl. Thought they won the game, and then we had the Brady tuck rule, the Vinatieri kick. But Rich Gannon was a really, really good passer, a really good player, a very accurate quarterback. Joe says, couldn't get into loaded dice. Let's try it again. Not sure exactly what issues you're having on there.
Perhaps the first one sold before we could hop in.
Let's take a look.
Trying again. That's my interpretation.
Oh, Joe, how about that? Loaded dice. Did it sell? And we have it ready to go, and we just have loaded dice number 2 up now. Is that right, Luke?
That's the pieces fit to me there, but you'd have to double check with him if that's what he's saying.
But you did do a loaded dice.
Oh
though.
yes, one is filled up.
Okay, so Joe, loaded dice number 1 just filled up, so you might have been hopping in right as we transitioned between loaded dice number 1 and 2. So if you do want to hop in on loaded dice number 2, Joe, it is on the website. It is ready for you to go. We are going to do loaded dice number 1 before that. First, let's do Broadway Joe. And then practice squad 4, because Katrina is excited, to say the least. Hopefully we can get you some Colts gear, Katrina. That's the goal that we always have. Let me move this box over here a little bit so I don't get boxed in. Alrighty. Let's see. Broadway Joe. Loaded dice number 1. Practice squad number 4. All breaks that are ready to go and will be coming your way. Practice squad 3, we just did that one. Perfect.
Big Bucks 1 is also ready.
Big Bucks 1 is also ready, so we will do Big Bucks 1 as well. Wow. Busy Sunday afternoon. That's what we love to see here, Luke. I know a couple Sundays ago it was much less busier. You brought some good mojo this Sunday.
Oh yeah. Having fun.
Charles says Bengals and Packers tied 22-22 neck and neck. How about that? So guys, we're gonna do Broadway Joe number 1 first. I know Katrina's got her practice squad box ready. We'll do that one after, then loaded dice. So Broadway Joe number 1, we've got Marcel, James Capel, Aaron King, and Larry Rossland if I can get a box number for Broadway Joe number 1. Katrina, Team Father Son Swagger called out box 27 for Big Bucks first. Oh, that's Big Bucks 2, sorry. So you should get Big Bucks 130 when we get there. Joe is calling out box 9. I think that's for the loaded dice. So Marcel, James, Aaron, and Larry. Box 40, says James. So if we can get box 40 for Broadway Joe number 1, Luke. I'm going to organize our sheets while we do that. Loaded dice. Number 1 is ready as well.
Old Broadway Joe 40.
Broadway Joe, we haven't pulled the Joe Namath, I don't believe yet. That was perhaps the greatest guarantee in the history of sports.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of another? I think Rasheed Wallace guaranteed a win. That worked out. I'm trying to think of a guaranteed.
He guaranteed to foul out. Get
He guaranteed to foul out. Oh, we didn't even do slab football number 2 yet either.
We got
we
all sorts of fun today.
We got all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm going to drag these all the way to the left so I know that we have those ready to go here. Alrighty. So this is going to be Broadway Joe number 1. Box 40. Perfect. This is a great series. There's so many nice helmets. You know what I say about this series, Luke? You never know what player you're going to get, but you know that the helmet is going to be clean. The helmet will be clean. Here we go. Broadway Joe number 1. We're having fun. We are having fun.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day indeed. Ooh, this is a great hit here. This is a great hit. George Kittle! Woo! Perhaps the second best tight end in the NFL behind my guy Travis Kelce. I think George Kittle's on my fantasy team. He just went on injured reserve. I think he's out for a few weeks, but this guy can block, he can catch. There's nothing that George Kittle can't do. Oh, you know what? Sorry, guys. I forgot to do something. Silly me. Silly me. What a silly goose. I forgot to randomize your divisions. Wow, I got so excited for this one that I didn't randomize the divisions. So we're going to do this backwards this time.
The reverse order.
Reverse order.
Flip the script.
Flip the script. It's like the turnabout dance in high school where the girl asked the guy. Yeah, Son of Capo, I forgot to randomize. I have not made that mistake since my first show here. So, sorry about that, guys. There's the list randomizer 7 times. We're doing just this one a little bit differently. Throw in the divisions here. So that's James Capel in the NFC North. NFC South is James Capel. NFC East is Aaron King. NFC West is James Capel. And he's the winner because George Kittle plays for the 49ers in the NFC West. Probably the best division in football. Big game today. 49ers Cardinals. I know the 49ers are 2-2. Trey Lance going to get a shot today for the injured Jimmy G. He won't be looking for Kittle, who's injured out this week. But when he comes back, he's a Pro Bowl tight end, one of the best in the game. George Kittle. James Capel. Nice hit in the NFC West. All right, I think we'll go to practice squad 4 because I know Katrina already has a box number. She's ready. She's excited. We will do this. Then we'll do Big Bucks 1 because we haven't done that. Loaded Dice 1 as well on the docket. Nice hit, James. All right, so practice squad 4. Katrina gave us a box number. That's going to be 47, Luke.
All right. Drop a couple names in here.
So I probably don't have to randomize divisions, but I'm just going to do it just because we forgot to do it last time. And we're going to have fun with it. We know it's going to be, Katrina's going to win either way, but we're going to do this out of habit. And just so the new folks in here can see how we do this, Joe Harris, I know, hopped in here wanting to join. 47, I think it could be behind one of those possibly for the practice squad. Or did we already pull that one?
I'm not seeing 47 up here. We've got 45, 39, 49, and 50.
Alrighty, 1 second. Practice squad. So you don't have 47. Which ones do you have? Read those off again.
It's not in this. I got 45.
45.
39.
39.
49 and 50.
And I think that's it. That's all the practice squad boxes, right? 39, 44, 45, 49, and 50, right, Luke?
39, 45, 49, 50.
Alrighty, so 39, 45, 49, 50. Those are the last 4 practice squads. Got those numbers updated for you. Katrina, I think we just forgot that one. Katrina says 50.
50, all right.
50. And I'll take 50 off. Let me get our list randomizer off here too. So the ticker should be right on practice squad. Taking 50 down. For the final 3 practice squads, we got 39, 45, and 49 done. And Broadway Joe, we just did 40, I believe. So I'll take that off the ticker as well. Let's update our ticker. And which one did we do for the slabs? I think we did
20 and 22.
20 and 22. Perfect. So I will update the ticker so we have all the right info. Alrighty, here we go. Practice squad number 4. We know Katrina's going to win, but we're going to paste her in for the divisions regardless, just so we see what we do here.
It's part of the fun.
Part of the fun.
The tradition.
The tradition. I'm a big guy into tradition. Here we go. I think it's a jersey. Is that a Colts jersey, Katrina? What do we think?
Come with it now.
It's not a Colts jersey. We got Deontay Harris of the New Orleans Saints. I popped in a little NFL red zone before I hopped in here. Deontay Harris had a massive touchdown. Jameis Winston throwing it up to him. There's the beautiful signature. Deontay Harris is a decent pass catcher. He's a punt returner as well. Just out of habit, we'll pop this in. NFC South. All of them were Katrina. Katrina, Deontay Harris, nice hits. He's one of the fastest guys in the NFL. He's a good returner, a decent receiver. Perhaps this long touchdown he got today could give him some momentum with Jameis Winston, his quarterback.
Katrina went in some New Orleans gear.
Yeah, she's a Colts person, but the Saints is not bad. That's a good hit, Katrina.
She really stormed into that series.
Certainly did. All right. So let's do slab football number 2 next, guys.
Looks like we've got a personal as well.
A personal, excellent.
It's getting personal.
It's getting personal in here. So that's James, Nestor Rodriguez, Joshua Tucker, and Larry Rossland. Like with the dad jokes, LOL.
Oh yeah.
Luke,
See,
they love your
caught
jokes.
it. They caught it.
They love it.
You didn't catch it.
I didn't catch it.
Or you weren't acknowledging it. Either one's fair.
I didn't catch it. I was too focused on pulling up our list randomizer here.
It's all right.
Luke, you're a popular guy here in the chat.
Oh, they'll learn to love me.
That's right. That's James Capel, Nestor Rodriguez, Joshua Tucker, and Larry Rossland. I'm rounding up those divisions for you guys. In slab number 2, we need 2 box numbers. So while I do that, if you guys could get us 2 box numbers. 5, 6, and 7. So we got Nestor Rodriguez up top, followed by James Capel the next 3, then Joshua Tucker, Larry Rossland, Nestor Rodriguez, and James Capel at the bottom. So we'll pop in for our divisions in our second slab series. Final call for box numbers. I know James and Chopper in here. If you guys can get us a box number. Larry or Nestor, if you're in here as well. We need 2 boxes here. Double box break for slab football number 2. Number 2. I should say this, in the slab so far, the first round we pulled Peyton Manning and we pulled Donovan McNabb. That's not bad.
Some 2 excellent quarterbacks. One clearly one of the best ever almost. And Donovan Mcnabb in his own right, that's terrific years.
And it's terrific years. It's one of the greatest of ever and one of the better quarterbacks ever. Guys, Slab Football number 2. If we can get a box number, I'll take a look at some of the NFL scores while we do that. Larry coming through, 17-24, Luke.
All right.
Yeah, the Buccaneers no longer messing around with the Dolphins, up 45-17. The Saints up 27-16 on Washington. The Panthers up 18-13 on the Eagles. Patriots and Houston tied at 22 in the fourth, but the Pats on the goal line. And the Bengals and Packers tied at 22. 2 minutes left to go. The Bengals are driving. That would be something. If the Bengals go 4-1 and beat the Packers, that would be massive.
It'd be a statement that Joey B is here. He's arrived.
Yeah, Joe Burrow is legitimate. I think he is a great, great quarterback, and he's going to be great for years to come. Luke, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah,
Larry called out Box 17-24. Chop called out 17-24 right after him.
The synchronicities.
Synchronicities. Alrighty, so we'll start with 17 here. And before I do that, I'm going to take these off the ticker. So I remind myself that's the easiest way to know. I'm looking forward to this one. 17-24. We have, let's see, so if I take 17 down, 24. We have just a few left of the Slab Series. Box numbers 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, and we got 2 more after that. So we're getting really close on finishing that series. I know the suspense is killing you. Let's get this ready. We'll do loaded dice number 1 after this. Joe is looking for loaded dice number 2.
That's up. We got 2 more spots to go. Indulge Joe. Get those last 2 spots filled up.
Dean says, can I have box 31 for my personal Broadway? Joe, you sure can. We'll reserve that box 31 for you. We'll do loaded dice number 1 after this, and then we'll do Dean's personal. How does that sound?
I'm going to put that box over here. Just keep it nice and safe.
If you want to, sure.
Keep it warm.
Sure, Luke is going to get that box for you right now, so we have no confusion.
And he wants 31.
31.
All right.
Devin Singletary for our first slab card hit. That is a 9.5 graded card. Devin Singletary with the Buffalo Bills. He plays on one of the best offenses in the NFL, one of the best teams. I know they're more of a passing team, but when they run the ball, they go to Singletary. They made the AFC Championship last season. Sunday Night Football tonight. Chiefs and Bills. Luke, who do you like in that game?
I think the Chiefs will win. I think it's going to be a good game, though. I don't know. 2 good young quarterbacks getting after it. That's always fun to see. So hopefully we get some excitement there.
You know, and I think about this game, this is probably the 2 best young quarterbacks, perhaps the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFL. I know Rodgers and Brady probably going to wrap up in the next few seasons. It's going to be a shootout. The over 56.5, I like it. But that hit goes to Joshua Tucker out of the AFC North. Joshua with a snipe.
J-Bone.
Nice hit, Joshua. Devin Singletary. 9.5 rated slab. That's not bad. Joshua Tucker.
You know what else is not bad? That practice squad hit. $15 for a J.J. Watt helmet.
Yeah, who was that got the J.J. Watt for $15?
Let's check that out. I believe that was Mr. Capel.
James Capel. Nice hit, man. But this one, of course, goes to Joshua Tucker. Singletary slab. Wow. Nicely done, Joshua. Don't worry, folks. We got 1 more coming right your way. Slab number 2. Here's box number 24 that you guys called out. 24.
Looks like Loaded Dice 2 is sold out.
All right, so we'll definitely do Loaded Dice 1 next, because people want to do the Loaded Dice.
Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want. AFC, who did we get? Singletary. Oh, excuse me, AFC East.
Oh.
AFC East. Luke, you put that in there and you got me confused.
I did. I was being a silly goose.
My bad. That's all right. Luke and I, our fault there. That's AFC East. Good call, Singletary. AFC East, the Bills, Dolphins, and Patriots. We put in our winner here, and that got me tripped up a little bit. Nestor Rodriguez won that Singletary in the AFC East. Joshua, I'm sorry about that. Thanks for pointing that out, guys. Goes to Nestor. Good call. Oh, my God. I know we just had Joshua Tucker. He thought he won the Singletary, but he got himself something better. Take a look at this. Jerome Bettis, the bus. The bus. One of the all-time great running backs of all time. This is a Beckett 10 autograph, a 9 mint condition card. Jerome Bettis, signed by himself. The marks of fame. Jerome Bettis, the bus. One of my favorite running backs of all time. What I loved about Jerome Bettis is this guy was a straight-up running back. I know we've got all these speed guys. We've got all these guys who get the catches. Jerome Bettis, you give him the ball on the goal line, and he's going to get a touchdown. Jerome Bettis, what a hit. Joshua Tucker.
We just put him on a whirlwind of emotions there.
I know. Sorry, Joshua. You thought you won Singletary, but instead you win the bus. Wow.
All aboard.
A Beckett 10 autograph. Jerome Bettis. One of the all-time leading rushers in history. I think Jerome Bettis, is what? 5th all-time in the rushing yards list.
Is he that high?
You might pull that up. Might be 6th or 7th. Top rushers of all time. Jerome Bettis. Chop wants lay it on the word autographs on the mat. So let me flip that the other way. The cards got me really tripped up how to show these best. That right there is Jerome Bettis. Look at that. Thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. Matthew Menard says Lions went for 2 to take the lead. 37 seconds left. The Lions taking the lead on the Vikings. The Lions win. The last defeated team in the NFL would be the Jaguars. How about that? Lions were 10-point underdogs today. I thought that was a very weird line.
Yeah, I agree.
I did not think they were going to win, but I thought that was a very weird line.
Yeah. Because the Vikings kind of suck, too.
The Vikings are not good. Dalvin Cook did not play in that game. I'd be happy for the Lions. I hate to see every team lose a game. I'd probably be okay with it if it's the Packers, but as Bears fans, we know that's not going to happen anytime soon. So, congratulations. Loaded dice number 1. How does that sound for you, Luke?
That sounds terrific.
Let's do loaded dice number 1. James Capel, Joshua Robertson, and Larry Rossland. Did we get a loaded dice box yet? Let's see. Loaded dice. Have we gotten a box number, guys? If we haven't, or if you did give me a box number, let me know. I know we've reserved a couple of them. I don't think we did it for this one. Throw in our list randomizer up on the website. Not the NFL scores. Let's take a look at randomizer. That's James Capel, Joshua Jacobson, and Larry Rossland. 2 missed field goals in the Packers-Bengals game, says Charles. Is that Crosby? Is he still kicking for the Packers, I believe? I think he's been kicking there forever. 6, 7 times. James Capel up top, followed by Joshua Jacobson. Dean says, I forgot to click open live and personal. Can you still open live, please? Yes, Dean, we're going to do that personal right after loaded dice number 1. So, James, Joshua, Larry, if you can get us a box number, and I'm sorry if you asked for one, James, already. I know people have reserved some box numbers. I usually do a good job of writing those down. I may not have written that one down. So if you did call a box number already, let us know. Otherwise, give us a box number now.
Now.
At this moment, we demand it. Just kidding. We'd never demand anything. Loaded dice, we got 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 available. Box 10, says James. So box 10 for loaded dice.
10 off ticker there.
Oh, I was just taking it off myself.
Cool, perfect.
Great minds think alike. Also, speaking of great minds think alike, Larry Rossland also wants box number 10.
haven't been in the break room when these have been open.
Guys, guess what? Luke has not been in the break room when we've done a loaded dice.
So how are we going to do these?
Oh, I think we go in order 1, 2, 3, I
All right,
believe.
let's do it.
So we'll go box 1 of 3 first. That's James Capel in the NFC North, NFC South, Joshua Jacobson, Capel in the East, West, and also AFC North and AFC South, Larry in the AFC East, and James in the AFC West. Guys, viewers probably know this. Loaded dice. I know it's a pricey item, but we pull 3 things in here. One of them is an authentic platinum helmet. One is a guaranteed headliner in this series. I don't think this is the headliner given by the bag that we have. But I think we'll do that one next. So I'll put this box here. Make that 3 missed field goals, says 2 for the Packers, 1 for the Bengals, says Charles. Wow. How about this hit? I like this hit. This is a really nice hit. This is a guy who I haven't seen in our break room before. But this is a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He owns Tom Brady. 2-0 in the Super Bowl against him. Eli Manning. Let's go. Eli Manning is one of those guys that doesn't get enough credit for what he did. He was so consistent for so many years. He turned it on in the playoffs. He never missed a game as a starter. Nicely done there. That's the NFC East. James Capel, a Cowboys fan. I'm sure Eli Manning did some work against the Cowboys in his time. James Capel, nice hit with Eli Manning. Wow. I haven't seen Eli Manning in our break room before.
No, that's the first time I have too.
Yeah, so I don't know for sure, but he may not sign that much. And I know if a guy doesn't sign as often, the value of what he's signing goes up significantly. So
I'm going to give a little insider info here that we have more Eli Manning on a mini, I believe, that's going into a series here.
okay, so more chances for Eli Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Eli Manning, nicely done. Luke, if you got box number 2 there, if I can hop in there. And maybe while you do that, I'll have you maybe put this box more in the back here, because I've almost boxed in if I have to get up at some point.
You can't bully me like that.
Hey, I'm just asking nicely, my friend. There's no bullying going on here. Second box of 3. Loaded dice. This series, as the name suggests, is pretty loaded. All right, so this might be the headliner here. As our viewers have come to know, often comes in the second box. Comes in one of these nice Ultimate autograph bags. Who's it going to be? Oh, man. What a hit. What a hit. Devontae Adams. I believe this is a flash, Luke.
Ooh.
Look at that beautiful
I like that.
green. Devontae Adams, the NFL leader in touchdown catches last season. Maybe he needs some help from his kicking game, as guys are telling us in the chat. Devontae Adams flash. Is he the best receiver in the game, do you think? He's certainly
Most complete all around, yes. I think so. Some crispy routes out of that guy. And that helmet looks so cool.
The helmet is beautiful. The neon flash. That's James Capel in the NFC North. 2 for 2 for James Capel. You wonder why he likes this series. He pulls some really good stuff in this series. Nice hit, James. A flash. I know there's ones that are supposed to be better, but my personal favorite helmets that I've seen in my time here have to be the flashes. The flashes are clean, Luke. They are really, really nice.
Yeah, there hasn't been one yet that I look at and I think, yeah, those colors really don't work for it. Although I will say it's kind of funny that the Raiders flash looks very similar to the Raiders regular helmet.
Okay. Well, this one looks much different than the Packers helmet.
Of course
When
it
I
does.
first saw this in our inventory, like the Packers flash helmets, I was like, wow, those don't look like the Packers helmets.
Mm-mm.
They look better.
A spicy little mix-up.
Yeah, I'm a Bears fan, but I respect Devontae Adams. I think he is that talented, and he's a guy that is well into a Hall of Fame career. I think he'll be going down as one of the probably 10 to 15 greatest receivers of all time. I don't have any problem saying that. James Capel, 2 for 2 on the loaded dice. Can you possibly go 3 for 3 here, Luke? What do you think? I'll maybe hand you this one, and we can swap them out. Swap them out. Loaded dice number 3. Chop says just a shade or two darker on the Raiders' flash, Luke. So he agrees it's pretty close. Just a shade or two darker.
They do look pretty sharp, though.
Chop says, thought you were a Chiefs fan. So here's the deal, Chop. I grew up in the Chicago area.
But you're a front runner.
No,
you're a
it's
bandwagon
not that I'm a front runner. I went to college in Missouri from 2009 to 2013, and then in 2016 to 2018, I worked at a CBS TV station in Missouri. So I've lived 6 years in Missouri, covered a couple Chiefs games in my time as a sports reporter. So I'm a Chiefs and Bears fan. If you live 6 years in Missouri, you can become a Chiefs fan. Of course, the Cardinals, the Blues, like St. Louis and Chicago have a sort of rivalry in sports. So I couldn't bring myself to be a St. Louis fan. So instead, I decided I was going to like Kansas City sports teams. All right, here we go. For our third hit of the day in this loaded dice, Fred Dean. Now, this is a classic.
Rip, Fred Dean.
Fred Dean with the Chargers. Believe Fred Dean is a Hall of Fame player. Luke, Son of Capel says, the other day you said all Chiefs. I was probably just excited because there was another Chiefs fan in the room.
He's a front runner. He's a bandwagon front runner.
Yeah, Luke says I'm a bandwagon front runner.
No, he's been in Kansas City. He knows the deal there.
I know the deal. That's the AFC West. Speaking of Kansas City, James Capel, 3 for 3 on the Fred Dean helmet. Nice hit, James. Very nice hit. Nice helmet, says Son of Capel. It is a nice helmet. It's a nice signature, too. Mm-hmm. It's really, really nice. And Fred Dean is a good player. I think the Chargers are a franchise that's actually had quite a few really good players. It's really surprising they haven't won as much as they have, given it all these Hall of Fame players that they have. Fred Dean was a 2-time Super Bowl champion. I think those came with the 49ers. 4-time Pro Bowler, Pro and College Football Hall of Fame member, a defensive end, a true beast. James Capel, 3 for 3 on the loaded dice. Luke, guess what's next?
The personal for Dean?
The personal for Dean.
Well, it looks like Papa was over here sitting on this one, ready to go.
Right.
It was sitting under the tree.
That is wonderful. Dean, we saved that box for you nice and special in the Broadway Joe. Give a shout out to Luke.
Please.
Please. Luke took care of you. Luke's taking care of everything. He does Luke, you know who you are in the UA live team.
Ben Zobrist.
You are definitely Ben Zobrist.
I have relationship problems with my wife.
No, I was thinking...
No, I don't have a wife.
I was thinking more in the sense that you're the ultimate utility man here.
I can't look my pastor in the eye.
You wear all sorts of hats in the UA Live team. You're the guy that kind of puts together a lot of these items, the lists for that, and then you help us out here when we need it.
Of course, happy to help.
Chop says, Bridgewater intercepted in the end zone, Steelers win.
All right.
All right, let's give Drew Lock a chance, my Mizzou guy. Teddy Two Gloves off to a great start. Not so much today. Let's give Drew Lock a chance.
I like that name. Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy Two Gloves.
What's
All right.
the personal?
Broadway Joe personal. Dean, are you still in here, Dean? We're doing the personal for you, Dean. I hope you're still in here. And I hope that you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, because you got yourself a Chase Claypool.
Ooh.
One of the best young receivers in the game. Chase Claypool. Beautiful signature, short and sweet on that Steelers helmet. I know Ben Roethlisberger seems to be a little bit over the hill, but you know what? He played pretty good today. And eventually, when Big Ben is gone, Pittsburgh is one of the best organizations in football. Chase Claypool, I'm sure, is going to get himself another great quarterback. And he's going to be a guy that we see in the NFL for years to come. Really physical receiver, really talented player.
He's fun to watch. He's exciting.
Certainly is.
Last week, he went up on the sideline and made a terrific catch.
Ooh, okay. Well, Dean, I'm sorry about that. Maybe you can trade it with one of your rivals. You want to hear something funny about Dean, Luke?
Yeah.
He lives in Cleveland.
Oh.
So I know the Steelers and the Browns.
Regardless of any football things, I'm sorry.
Steelers and Browns are a big rivalry. I'll tell you this, Dean, I think for the first time that I can remember since I've been living, I actually think the Browns are better than the Steelers at the moment. So this is the personal. Broadway Joe was in here. I'm going to actually move a couple of these over here.
We got some notes for shipping Steve.
Oh, yes. Probably a good idea for the personal. I do have notes in almost all of them. I may have missed one. But the personal was Dean. What order number did we have on that? Let's take a look at personals. Dean.
70539.
Claypool helmet. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about pulling a rival player, but it's a good one. It's a good player. The Browns had that huge playoff win over the Steelers last year. That was one of the crazy things. I remember, Luke, they had like 10 assistant coaches out with COVID, and it didn't matter. Cleveland Browns. Oh, Dean's got a Terry Bradshaw. It's going to go with his Bradshaw.
All right.
Matthew Menard says Crosby missed again. So let me catch up on all this NFL wildness here while we've been busy.
He's cut.
So that game is in overtime. The Packers and the Bengals is in overtime. Crosby is, holy cow, he's 3 for 6 on field goals, 1 for 2 on extra points.
Get the scissors out.
Cut him.
Yep.
His long was 44, so it looked like he made all the chip shots. Talk about costing your team a game. Mm-hmm. Holy cow.
What a bad person.
Yeah, I don't know about him being a bad person.
I think characteristically he probably has some flaws. If he's going to do something like that, let everyone down.
Well, he let a lot of Packers fans down. As a Bears fan, I'm not terribly upset about it, personally. But that's just me. All right, so what do we got next? We haven't done Big Bucks number 1 yet, right? I don't think we've done Big Bucks number 1.
I don't believe we have.
So we'll do Big Bucks number 1. Let me scroll through in the chat here. I remember we got a number result put in for Big Bucks number 2. I don't think we have a Big Bucks number 1. Matthew Menard says 4 for Loaded Dice number 2. So we'll do Loaded Dice number 2 after Big Bucks number 1. We'll reserve that number for you, Matthew. So in Big Bucks 1, Jason Vaughn, Matt Menard, and Katrina Pirine. I'm sorry if I'm saying that name wrong, Katrina. If you guys want to give us a box number for Big Bucks number 1.
And I'm going to do a little fan pull here. And we saw in the swag series the shirts that went out to you guys. What do you guys think of this alternate design here? This fit. It's got the Ultimate logo in gold with the gray.
Nice.
You can let us know. Maybe we can get some different things for you guys. Get
Matthew
some
Menard,
gear.
Yeah, I would love that. Matthew Menard said Katrina wanted 30 for Big Bucks 1. So
all right, let's do it.
We'll get you 30 for Big Bucks number 1. And Luke, unless I'm missing it, is Loaded Dice number 2 ready to go? Or did it not fill up? Let me go to our website here.
Loaded 2? Yeah, that's filled up.
Okay.
The color need to get changed on there?
Maybe. I'm somehow missing it in my head, so
okay.
We'll get that figured out. Big Bucks number 1! That's Jason, Matt Menard, and Katrina. We're going to randomize you guys up. Here we go, 7 times. All right, Matt Menard up top, followed by Jason Vaughn, Matt Menard twice, Katrina, then Matt Menard at the bottom. There's a look at our divisions. I'll throw you guys up in our live break sheet. Big Bucks number 1. All right, so Matt Menard's got the NFC North, Jason Vaughn with the NFC South, Matt has the NFC East, West, and the AFC North. Katrina with the AFC South. And then Matt has the AFC East and West. Nick Perrine says, Bengals missed again. Are you kidding me? Hold on, let me look at this. Are you kidding me, Luke?
Cancel the game.
The Bengals kicker is 0 for 2 on field goals. Maybe 0 for 3 when I do a refresh. The Packers kicker is 3 for 6. So, combined, NFL kickers in this game are 3 for 8. Under 50% on kicking.
Looks like Eddie Pinheiro is going to get a call.
Oh, yeah, he might. That's crazy. Unbelievable. All right. Well, you know what we can believe? We can believe in big bucks. Number 1. Big bucks is our chase item of the day, by the way, guys. Have we filled up a big bucks number 2 yet?
We have not.
We have not. Well, everyone who's in this big bucks number 1 has a great shot for a chance at some UA cash. Here we go. Big bucks. Big bucks, big bucks. It's my favorite series name to say, personally. Got a lion. Who is it? TJ Hawkinson. The talented Lions tight end, probably the number 1 target in Detroit. Kenny Golladay is gone in Detroit. Matthew Stafford's gone. So Jared Goff kind of has one guy that he can go to, and that man is TJ Hawkinson. Beautiful signature, beautiful looking helmet. That's the NFC North. Matt Menard.
And a beautiful man. You've seen his hair this year?
Yes. He's got beautiful, beautiful hair. Yeah, so the Lions, did they get their first win? What ended up happening in that game, guys? Let me pull that up. I think they went for 2, and then did they hold on in that game? I've been a little busy working here. Oh, they didn't. Man.
The Vikings won?
The Vikings got a late field goal, winning 19-17. Oh, man.
Counted on the parlay.
The plus 10, or they get the Vikings
just
straight up?
money line.
Money line. Well, if you had the Patriots money line, they pulled through, also winning 25-22. Steelers winning 27-19. Eagles rallying in the fourth, in the second half. 21-18 over the Panthers.
They won?
They
It's
won.
done? Ooh.
Last second field goal loss again for the Lions. It wasn't a 66-yarder this time, though, Matt, was it? By the way, congrats on the Hawkinson hit, Matt Menard. You're in here chatting. Congrats on Hawkinson. 70528. Hawkinson helmet. Yeah, the Lions may not have the best football team in the NFL. Far from it, but they got some of the nicest looking helmets. And in person, like in the flesh, like their helmet doesn't look as nice on TV as it does in the UA Live break room.
Nothing does, though.
Nothing does. The UA Live break room is the best looking spot for just about anything you can buy. TJ Hawkinson. Nicely done. Guys, I know we have not much left in practice squad. Not much left in the slab series. Those might be some good ones to hop in on. And loaded dice number 2, we're going to do that next, right, Luke?
Yes, sir.
Loaded dice number 2. Had a little more practice putting these helmets in the boxes. You know what? My mom watched the show last week, and she says I need to work on putting the helmets back in the boxes.
Did you guys do a dry run at home?
No.
No.
But we need to, apparently. Son of Capo says Bears and Raiders both 3-0 to start. Let's go Bears. Justin Fields. What do you think about Justin Fields, now proclaimed the full-time starter in Chicago, Luke?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I look forward to seeing what he can do. I'm going to leave it at that.
I think he's the right man for the job. I think he's got a lot of talent. I think he's got a higher ceiling than Andy Dalton. I think the time is now. Loaded dice number 2, Matt Menard, Joe P, Robert Boulay, Bob in the house. Bob, where have you been? I haven't seen you in the chat. And Larry Rossland also. We're random up your divisions. 98% red zone, 2% UA. Okay. So he's watching NFL red zone. Well, at least we got some percentage.
We got that 2%.
We got the 2%. Bob is like in the chat in every show, and he's very actively involved. It takes NFL Red Zone Sunday to keep them from not being involved. M. Crisp says, looking to trade a 49ers helmet for a Lions FC rep. Was that a replica? No, that was not that was an authentic that we just pulled. Was it the Hawkinson? I was the one holding it.
The Hawkinson? I did not see.
Oh, man.
Was it a replica or authentic? It was the big buck, so it was a replica. Correct?
It was a replica. Okay, so we just pulled a Lions replica, Michael Crisp. If you like TJ Hawkinson, that's what we just had. Here's our look at our folks for loaded dice number 2. Matt Menard up top, Larry Roslin, Joe P, Matt Menard, Bob Boulay, and Joe P at the bottom. Throw you guys into our divisions. Take the randomizer down. So we got Matt Menard in the NFC North, Larry Roslin in the NFC South, Joe P in the NFC East, Matt Menard in the NFC West, AFC North, AFC South, Bob the Man, the 2% man in the AFC East, and Joe P in the AFC West. Team Father Son Swagger asks, I'm still a little new. What does Chase Big Bucks mean? So I'll explain that for you. So what the Chase item of the day is, at the end of the day, anyone who has entered a Big Bucks segment, whether it's a break 1 or 2, they get a chance to spin the wheel for some UA cash. You'll see at the end of the show, Team Father Son Swagger will bring up this big wheel and we'll spin 1 to 100. So if you're one of the 8 slots in that Big Bucks series, you have 1 in 8 chance to get the chance to spin the wheel, and you can win some UA cash that you can spend on our website. That's from $1 to $100 at the end of the night. It's really fun. Matthew Menard is not interested in the Fred Warner helmet. Okay.
Shut down.
Shut down.
Denied.
That's right. Did we get a box? I think we got a box for loaded number 2. I'm going to scroll through the chat here. If we did get a box number for that. I think, was that Joe P? You wanted box number 9, I think, for loaded dice number 2.
That's what we're doing?
Let's do box 9.
All right.
Matt Menard just called box 4, but I think, Matt, we had box 9 earlier in the night. Reserved. You see box 9 in there?
Oh, yeah.
Bob says Matt called 4 first. Yes, he did call 4, but we had someone call 9 way earlier. Matt Menard says way earlier, correct. Yes. So we had, I think, Joe P called box 9 way ago for loaded dice number 2. So we'll go with box 9. Matt, maybe we can do box 4 for loaded dice number 3.
Oh, no.
No?
What?
What'd you say? Oh, no.
Nothing.
Oh, you knocked the thing, didn't you?
I might have.
Oh, that's the worst. Been there, done that. All right, so this is loaded dice. We're doing 9. I'll take that off the ticker. We have 4, 11, 12, and 13 for the final 4 loaded dice. All right. Yeah, we try to honor box reservations. I know sometimes people get in on a series and they already know their box number. Joe P called out box number 9 maybe about 15 minutes ago, and Matt saw that, so thank you for acknowledging that, Matt. Ooh, this is a nice helmet. Got some bulk to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? You were talking about him earlier in the show. And this is an authentic, too, I believe. Platinum authentic. Aaron Donald.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
How about that?
Aaron Donald. AD. A very simple signature. The best defensive player in the game. The defensive player of the year. I think the NFL folks voted him the number 2 overall player in the National Football League. That's the NFC West. Matt Menard. Aaron Donald. What a hit. Wow. Whoa. What a hit. I'm jealous. Matt Menard says, sweet, I have the same authentic of Kurt Warner too. I think you're a Detroit guy, but if you're a Rams fan, you'd be in heaven right now. Matt Menard. Donald helmet. Matt Luke here in the break room told me that he thought Aaron Donald is the best defensive player that he's seen. Hard to argue with Luke. Aaron Donald. Just mind blown. What a hit. Number 99. Yeah, that's not a guy that I want to face. I would be scared to face Aaron Donald.
The technique, the power.
And he led the NFL in sacks a couple years ago at defensive tackle. I think Warren Sapp was one of the first guys to do that. Normally, your sack leaders are the ends. Aaron Donald faces double teams, and he still powers through them, Luke. There's just not much you can do against Aaron Donald when he gets going.
And obviously an immensely strong fellow, but a little bit undersized for the position in general.
Yeah. What he lacks in size, he makes for in speed, and he still has the strength and just pure ability, athleticism, and just smarts.
And he gonna get you.
He is going to get you. So loaded dice number 2 in that series. This guy get a little bit here. Loaded dice number 2. Detroit guy, but good is good. Team Father Son Swagger says, nice helmet. Nice helmet indeed. How are we looking on loaded dice number 3? I'd love to do another loaded
We've
dice.
got
tonight.
3 and 4 filled.
3 and 4 filled, so we'll be doing those guys in a second, guys. Loaded dice number 3, so if we do 3 and 4, that leaves only 2 more left. So we're almost done with loaded dice if you guys want to do the final 2 loaded dice this afternoon.
Finish her out.
Finish her out. We also only have 3 left in practice squad as well, guys, and not many left in slab football. Got ourselves a Buffalo Bill here. Tremaine Edmonds of the Buffalo Bills. This is a replica helmet. I know we just had the authentic pulled. Beautiful signature. Look at that. You like that signature? AFC East, right? AFC East. Bob, the single spot snipe. Brian Edmonds. James Capel calling out the next 2 loaded dice, box 4 and box 12. Okay. All right, James, we'll get those for you. Brian Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds, sorry.
Bry guy.
Bob is happy.
Good. We like happy customers.
Bob, I bet you don't have a Tremaine Edmonds in your collection, do you? That's a name that we haven't pulled out much in here either. He's a really talented linebacker, 2018 NFL draft pick, 2-time Pro Bowler in 2019 and 2020. Already has 376 tackles in his NFL career. Where did I put the little box? There it is. 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 5.5 sacks. Coming out of Virginia Tech, he was the 16th overall pick in 2018. Guess what? 2019 Pro Bowl, 2020 Pro Bowl. Not bad. We'll be watching him tonight on Sunday Night Football. Luke and I both have the Chiefs winning tonight. And I love that, Luke, because, you know, on our UA Live team, Mike Byer picked the Bills.
Oh, did he?
Dave E. picked the Bills as well. So, I like to have someone on my side.
You hope to have some bragging rights?
That's right. I will be smack-talking Dave and Mike all week. And if my team loses, I will keep my mouth shut. So we'll see.
Sport. Are you a trash talker, Colin?
I'm known to dabble in a little trash talk. I'm more of a Phillip Rivers trash talker, though. I don't swear. I'm like a nice guy trash talker. I'd be like, in your face.
That almost hurts more sometimes.
Right. No F-bombs dropped. Just nice trash talk. Call me the Phillip Rivers of the ULI break room. Andrew says Joe won AFC. It was AFC East on that one. Tremaine Edmonds. So we did give it to the AFC. That's Bob that won that one. We're talking about the Chiefs. You're confused with the West, but it wasn't the Bills who are in the AFC East, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got that one right. Andrew says Chargers. It was Tremaine Edmonds of the Bills, my friend. But that's okay. We make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. A guy that doesn't make many mistakes, though, is Hall of Famer Mel Renfroe. Class of 96 for the Cowboys. One of the best big men in sports. Mel Renfroe. He was the Cowboys corner, 1964 to 1977. 2-time Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler, 7 times first-team All-Pro. He's in the Pro and College Football Hall of Fame. Led the NFL in interceptions in 1969. And he will tell you, 96, it says it on the helmet. That's where Mel made the Hall of Fame. That's the NFC East. And Joe won. Andrew B says Chargers helmet, first one. First he was Donald Rams, LA Rams. So I know the Chargers and the Rams look similar. We gave that Rams helmet to Matt Menard. So that one was right. Mel Renfroe, Joe P. taking home the win. Maybe you can trade with James Capel because he loves his Cowboys gear. Andrew B says sorry. Andrew, nothing to apologize for. Every once in a while we mix up the divisions. We as the hosts do that once in a while. So we'll allow the viewers to do it once in a while as well.
It happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best of us.
Even the best fall down sometimes.
Even the best fall down sometimes. What's that Dwayne Wade commercial? Fall down 8 times, get up 9.
Is that? I haven't seen that one.
It was from like 10 years ago.
Okay.
It was a classic. So let's do loaded dice number 3, Luke. How does that sound?
It sounds terrific.
Loaded dice number 3 coming right up. We already got the box numbers ready for that one. Let me hop in the chat and see what they are. Box 4 and box 12 for loaded dice. And that's actually James Capel has all the boxes in loaded dice. I'm just going to do this randomizer thing out of habit. I'm sorry, guys. Pulled up my Tremaine Edmonds fact page. But list randomizer here. I'm going to throw James Capel's names up there. We're doing this out of habit. I know because James has all the slots, there really is no point to do this. But we're going to do it anyways.
Tradition.
Tradition. Random up 7 times. James Capel has all the divisions.
All right. Which boxes does
Box 4 and 12.
Box
4. I think it's the very last one, right behind you, actually. The one next to it.
I got 11. I got.
It's the leftmost one.
It is 4. Okay, my bad. I thought it said 14.
You're fine.
See, even the best fall down sometimes.
Even the best fall down sometimes, guys. Luke just had issues with the boxes back there.
Mm-hmm.
But we figured it out. Better late than never.
Exactly.
So-
Sometimes you forget the difference between 14 and 4.
It happens.
There we go.
So 4, and then that was box 12. So actually, all we have left for loaded dice is 11 and 13. I'm going to update that in our sheets. All right, loaded dice number 3. James Capel. It's just you. You're going to win. But what are you going to pull, my friend? So actually, James is going to win all 3 of these.
He is?
So you're coming home with 3 helmets. Just a matter of how good they're going to be. Oh. We've got a Bronco.
Uh-oh.
Clinton Portis, Rookie of the Year 2002. He told us himself. Back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons with the Broncos. Went on to have some more rushing seasons with Washington football team. really good yards per carry guy. I'm a stats nerd. I love the good old yards for carry. Clinton Portis, one of the best running backs in the early 2000s. James Capel, nicely done. AFC West.
Replica?
Replica. That one is the replica. Yep. Oops. Sorry about that.
The old slam dunk trick.
A little slam dunk. These helmets are very sturdy, Luke. I don't advise throwing them down, but if you do, they'll probably be A-okay. That's how sturdy these helmets are. One of the things that you don't realize just from opening these boxes, just how much more stronger the authentic helmet is compared to the replica. It just weighs more.
You could put down and headbutt a wall. Like Gus Frerotte.
Gus Frerotte.
You remember when he did that?
Yeah, I do, and he was a Broncos guy, wasn't he?
Maybe at one point. I think he did that when he was on Washington.
He did that when he was on Washington. Maybe he played with Clinton Portis, because Portis was both on Denver and Washington. Maybe.
I think he was a little bit before Portis. I don't know.
He was before Portis, you're right.
Was Portis maybe a Patrick Ramsey era?
Patrick Ramsey. Now, that's a name that I would not have thought I would hear today.
That's my backup quarterback today that I'm all about. Patrick Ramsey.
That's your backup quarterback. Okay.
Several steps below Jake Delhomme.
Several steps below Jake Delhomme. For guys that don't know this in the UI Live break room, Luke doing our producing / co-hosting today. Luke is a big Jake Delhomme fan. Were you heartbroken in the Super Bowl years ago when the Patriots just barely pulled out that win? Maybe I'll put that one over there. I'm gonna box myself in here a little bit. I haven't been getting up. Normally when I get up, I move them all down, but Luke has been getting the box numbers for us. All right, box number 2. How else are we looking on the website? Are we close to anything else? What do we have filled up? Luke?
Looks like James just filled up a 5th loaded dice.
Okay.
So we're going to have that here momentarily.
Did we have a second slab football? Is that on the website?
Second slab, that's...
I think we did 2 of them. Is the third one on the website?
Slab football, I'll check it out here.
Surprised that one's not going as hot. James, my friend, you're going to like this one. It's a Dallas Cowboy. This is an incredible hit. This is the authentic. Are you ready for this? The all-time rushing yards leader, Emmitt Smith, one of the all-time great running backs of all time, 3-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer. I think no one is going to beat his rushing record. The most untouchable record in sports, perhaps, given how much we pass the ball these days. James Capel, Luke, you may or may not know this, a diehard Cowboys fan.
Yeah?
Just got himself Emmitt Smith. Are you kidding me?
On that Eclipse, too, right?
Eclipse Emmitt Smith.
Good. We like that.
What a hit. James Capel. Wow. I'm happy for you. Are you happy, James? Chop, are you happy? Emmitt Smith. Look at that signature. Short and sweet. Looks a little jumbled. But an Eclipse, authentic Emmitt Smith hit. I'll leave this up on the screen for a little bit. He's been looking for that. He says,
found it.
Wow, I've been looking for that. Wow.
A successful hunt.
Wow. He guessed Zeke. But guess what? It was even better than Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Luke. Luke.
What's up?
James is hungry.
Yeah.
He wants the last load of dice up. Or did he fill 5
He
and
did.
6?
It's
So that's it.
Well, he wants the last one. Okay, yeah, I'll post that right now for you.
Well, do we have enough?
I just looked at the slab 3, and that is up. Let's see.
We don't. I don't think we do have. That's it, right?
We got the last helmet here, and he also wanted 12.
12.
Okay.
So he closed out.
No, I think that's all she wrote.
He closed load dice 5 and 6. It should be 6 of them that we have
I'll
back
get it
here.
pulled up real quick.
Pull it up and make sure. He's looking to buy. Because the last one that should be full is loaded dice 6. I think we can't post a loaded dice 7 because we're out. James, we're making sure for you, but I believe that that series may have been sold out. Did you buy into loaded dice 5 and 6 or just 5?
Just 5.
Just 5. Okay, so 6 on the website, Luke?
I'm getting 5 set up right now so he can have his spots in there. Get it green for you so you can do it. And
Sweet.
I'll post 6 here from him.
Alrighty. James, 6 will be up in a second. Luke has been busy all day, doing a great job producing. We're filling up so many breaks. Someone who does the producer role as well. I know how fast it moves back there. Unfortunately, he can't move at the speed of lightning, but he's moving pretty fast. So he will have loaded dice number 6 up for you, so you can close out the loaded dice box series. All right. So we got one more in loaded dice number 3. Wow, so we've got 4 coming up, and then we'll do 5 and 6 as well for James Capel. Big Bucks number 2, how are we looking on that? We just had someone ask in the chat.
I will update them as soon as I can.
You are good, my friend. You do your thing. You're killing it back there.
We'll make sure we get this info right for you all.
Let me take a look at our website here and tell you guys how we're looking. So Broadway Joe number 2 is wide open, Andrew. Practice Squad number 5 is pretty open. We just sold out loaded dice number 5. So a lot of good stuff to get through. This is final box of loaded dice number 3. It's a New York Giant. It's a big running back. It's a 2-time Super Bowl champ, Brandon Jacobs. He was a beast. Not
really
quite,
was.
not quite Emmitt Smith-like, but still a really nice hit. Loaded dice number 3. I can put that in there for you, Luke. Emmitt Smith / Jacobs. Nice hit, James Capel. Got yourself 3 running backs. One of the all-time greats in Emmitt Smith, a very good running back in Clinton Portis, and a very good running back in Brandon Jacobs.
All right. That's 6 loaded dice is up for you now.
James, loaded dice number 6 is up. If you want to hop in there. It may take a second to load on our webpage, but by the time I'm done talking, that should be up there. In the meantime, let's do loaded dice number 4, right? Let's move on right along. I think we had, box 12 for that one, right?
Yes, sir.
Box 12 coming right up. Luke, you think you can do me a favor?
Yeah, what do you need?
Maybe I'll give you a couple of these loaded dices and you can move them to the middle of the room. How does that sound?
It sounds good. As long as they
Because
got they're posted on it and we know where they're going.
Yes, we got posted. This is right here, James Capel. And I'll give you these 2 right after. Actually, this one may be one of the different numbers. This one was Bob that won, but the sticker's on it as well.
Okay, great.
I'll give you 2 more. And that way, we both have a little breathing room.
Yeah, we've done quite a few boxes here today.
It's a busy Sunday. That's what we love to see.
Definitely.
Oh, Andrew asked, Broadway Joe, how many boxes in total? The Broadway Joe is out of 50, I think.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
We've got, I want to guesstimate, making up words here, that we're about halfway through Broadway Joe. Do you think? I know we've got 5 Broadway Joes in the room, but I know we've got plenty back there as well. And we've not pulled the Joe Namath yet, I don't believe. So a lot of good chances for Broadway Joe. Hopefully we can get some of those in today. Also tonight, I'm back here at 8 o'clock. So Broadway Joe might be a great one tonight because Loaded Dice is gonzo. This is Loaded Dice number 4. It's all James Capel. So I won't randomize this time in the spirit of hopping on along. James Capel wins everything. He's got them all now. That's right. So there's no point to randomize. I know I've been doing that a lot out of habit, but we'll save a little time because it's all James the rest of the way in the Loaded Dice. There's really no point to randomize. James, how about this, my friend? James, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? James Capel, the Cowboys fan, got himself an Emmitt Smith? How about a Dak Prescott? How does that sound for you, James? That's the authentic helmet. Dak Prescott, number 4 right there. One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think the last 3 seasons has the most passing yards per game. James says, nice. I'm sure you've been chasing that one as well. James Capel pulling in the Dak Prescott. As a Cowboys fan, can you imagine pulling in an Emmitt Smith followed by Dak Prescott?
That's a nice afternoon.
That's a nice afternoon. It's just a normal day in the Capel household.
I guess so.
Dak Prescott. Wow. I think he was, what, a 3rd round pick? I know we talk a lot about Tom Brady being a 6th rounder, being a steal. Dak Prescott, I think, is a massive steal.
4th, maybe?
4th round?
I don't know. You remember the video of him getting hit in the head with like a bottle at the beach when he first got
Yes,
drafted?
I do.
That was kind of funny.
He's a really good quarterback out of Mississippi State. I know a lot of people sort of labeled him as a dual threat guy coming in. He can certainly run the ball, but I think he's even better as a passer.
I would agree.
He's that great as a passer. Dak Prescott. James Capel. Wow. Dak. He's also looking for Zeke, I think. He's got Emmitt Smith. He's got Dak. Who doesn't he have? So, what, we got 2 more boxes for that one?
We do.
Dak Prescott. Holy moly.
There you are.
That's awesome. You know what we talked about the other day in the break room, Luke?
What's that?
We love giving people the teams that they want. I know Katrina's the Colts fan in here. Matt Menard is a big Detroit sports fan. James Capel is a Cowboys fan. And especially in a slot like this where James has all the boxes, it's like, we know he's going to win.
Give the man what he wants.
So might as well give the man what he wants.
Exactly. What do we got here?
Broadway Joe is out of 50, Andrew. So whoever put that on our website, out of 40 boxes, that must have been a typo. Broadway Joe is out of 50 in that series. He's a good quarterback. Drew Bledsoe. Nice. That's an Eclipse, is that right, Luke, this helmet?
Yes, sir.
The Eclipse are the black. The Lunars are the white. Drew Bledsoe. Super Bowl champion, I guess. He got the ring that first year with Tom Brady. He was a multi-time Pro Bowler. He was a very good quarterback. One of the highest yards passing in NFL history. Drew Bledsoe. Really, really good quarterback. That's, I mean, AFC East, but we know it's James Capel because he has all the box numbers. So the last series, James pulled 3 running backs. Emmitt Smith, Clinton Portis, and Brandon Jacobs. Now he's got 2 quarterbacks. And Bledsoe played for the Cowboys, too, by the way. So James is a Cowboys guy. Now, this is a Patriots helmet, but Bledsoe was also a Cowboy. You probably remember that. I think, actually, correct me if I'm wrong, Luke, and people in the chat. I believe that Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback, then Tom Brady became the quarterback for the Patriots. I think Bledsoe was the quarterback before Romo for the Cowboys.
I believe you are correct.
So that's an interesting way to follow. Yeah. Yep. James says, Well, James, thank you for confirming. Romo took over from him, and now Prescott. Not bad. So you got yourself a Cowboy as well. Granted, maybe this one isn't on the Cowboys. Bledsoe helmet. Nice. I love pulling these big names. I mean, these are like 5 straight really good hits. The Loaded Dice series does not mess around, Luke.
No, we deliver on that one every time.
The Loaded Dice, like every time, it's something good.
How many times?
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. Loaded Dice.
Love to see it.
I'm sure, again, I can't speak for the company, granted as I'm still relatively new, but I imagine...
Make declarative statements on behalf.
That's right. I imagine we might do another Loaded Dice series after this.
I hope so. They're
I
fun
think
to do.
this is like our 3rd one we've done since I've been here, and all 3 have been selling like crazy. And very, very popular series, very good items. The final box number, I believe we got one more in that one, Luke.
Yeah.
All right, here you are.
And we have what else is ready? Slabs is ready too?
We have Loaded Dice 5 and 6.
And did you say the slab series is sold out too, maybe? Slab number 2?
It's up.
Or number 3? Oh, it's up on the website?
Yeah.
We did slab 2, okay. So
Slab 3 is up. It's
Slab
ready
3
to be
is up.
Purchased.
guys, slab 3 is up on the website if you want to purchase this. And I did say this earlier tonight. We've got I'm looking at them right now, 7 boxes left in the slabs. And then we've got 3 left in the practice squad. And those series are done after this. An FYI to the folks. And I don't know who runs, I'm not even gonna name names. I'm not sure who posts the stuff out of the website, Luke, but we can probably get that fixed on the website. The Broadway Joe is out of 50. I think on the site we have it as out of 40.
I'm gonna have to call Donnie.
Might have to call Donnie.
No, just messing.
Tony Baselli. Got a college helmet. USC Trojans. I believe, what does it say? 2-time All-American. Got a little list of names. Let me see what I had on Tony Baselli.
He's gonna be drafted by the Texans in that expansion draft. I think they did select him, and then he never played for him. Some bad knees on Tony Baselli.
Okay. What else do you know about Tony Baselli?
Tell
Tell me more.
He's left tackle. He went to USC. He was on those Jaguars teams that Coughlin coached. So
Okay. Well, this makes it easy because normally I wouldn't be sure who to give it to, but we already know James won. So I guess since you said the Jaguars, that's just for the sake of marking it as AFC South. So I'll put that in there, but we know that James won.
Jimmy.
James has never heard of him. That's
No?
all right.
Well, you gonna learn today.
We always learn something new. You know, the linemen are often the guys that we don't know about.
The unsung heroes.
The unsung heroes. They do the dirty work. Well, James, I know you've heard of these other guys that we got you today. So, not bad. 5 out of 6 big known names and 1 surprise that you haven't heard of. I'll take it. Son of Capel says, touchdown Bears, Fields to Horsted. Let's go! The Bears! How about that?
JP Horsted action?
That's something I wouldn't have expected. Is that Fields' first touchdown pass? I know he had a touchdown run.
I think he threw one the other week.
Did he throw a touchdown pass
so.
the other week?
I believe he did.
I'm not sure that he did. I gotta look that up because Montgomery was eaten before he got hurt. All right, loaded dice number 5, I guess. So we got, James? We have 2 box numbers left. So he has both loaded dice 5 and 6, right?
Yes, sir.
So we might as well just bring both boxes.
Makes sense to me.
What boxes do we have left there? 11 and 13. Any preference, James? If you want to open us up 11 or 13 first. If not, I'm going to go with 11 to go chronological order. Probably does not matter at this point. We'll just go 11. I think he said no. I think he said N, but there's not. And that's all of them in the same order. So this is really, really simple for us. Before we hop into loaded dice number 5, guys, what are we thinking of the NFL games? So let's take a look at the NFL scoreboard. The Chargers up 13-10 on the Browns. I thought that, for me, was the toughest game to pick this week. The Cowboys up early 3-0 on the Giants. The Cardinals up 7-0 on the 49ers. We had the Packers ended up pulling that overtime win over the Bengals. Crosby, I guess, finally made a kick. He finished 4 for 7.
Tough line.
Tough line. So Packers moving to 4-1. Interesting. Andrew says, good luck. All right, here we go. Loaded dice number 5. James, let's pull some more magic. Woo. Jammed up in there. You know, when James Capel woke up this morning and headed to the UA Live Break webpage, Loaded Dice was not on there. Then we put Loaded Dice on there. And I think his day was made. Because he got himself an Emmitt Smith and a Dak Prescott. And after we do this one, I might hand a couple more boxes over to you.
Who knows what else he's going to get?
Who knows? Dio Bingo. I can't say that name, out of the Vanderbilt. He was an all SEC guy. He's injured right now. I think he plays on the Colts now. I think once he comes back from injury, Dio has a chance to be really, really good. And look at this. This is one of my favorite helmets. May not be the greatest player, but one of the coolest things you'll ever see on a helmet. He's got the anchor up, Vanderbilt football. Back when he was on their defense, they were pretty good. These days, they're giving up 60 points every week. So it shows you what a difference that is. Son of Capel says, was Fields' first touchdown pass.
All right.
How about that, Luke?
Good
I know
stuff.
what's up. So
Like
that
to
would
see
be the AFC South, but it doesn't matter since James won anyways. So, I mean, getting yourself some old school guys, get yourself some new school guys. Deo. You know what my strength is not, Luke? I'm not the best at pronouncing names. It took me a while to get Giannis Antetokounmpo down. And it's ironic
you got that
because
one down. You just
I got
let
it
that one
down.
fly.
Yeah, well, and I've worked as a sportscaster, so like that's one of the important things that you need to know how to say people's names.
That would help, yeah.
There was a guy on Mizzou, Albert Okobunum. I just called him Alberto.
Albie.
He's actually on the Broncos. Doesn't play that much. Noah Fant stealing his playing time. Oh, you know what? I better put it in the bag. Can't forget that. Deo is one of those hard last names to say. So we'll go with Deo, first name. All SEC guy. Not many guys make the all SEC team out of Vanderbilt.
No.
That tells you how much talent he has. Once he gets healthy, he might be a great NFL player. Got to be healthy. All right, box number 2, Luke. I'll trade you this one. That's a Deo indeed, Nick Perrine. Yeah, Deo is talented. Injuries matter. Once he gets healthy, he's going to be good. Nick, are you a Colts fan? I believe your wife is a Colts fan. You're probably a Colts fan. I was a Colts fan when they had Peyton Manning. First item of the night that we pulled was a Peyton Manning slab. What a way to start the day, huh? That was one of the coolest things I've been in here. Nick is, in fact, a Colts fan. So if you want to maybe trade with James, I don't want to institute trades, but that Deo is probably way more valuable to you than it is to James Capel.
The facilitator. I didn't call you Rondo.
That's right. We had Naheem Hines got pulled. The Colts third down back as well. We had some Colts hits today. Oh, James. Luke. This is one of my all-time favorite players, Mike Alstott.
Ooh.
with the Tampa Bay Bucks. He signed the helmet saying SBXXVII. Is that 38? 3 X's, a V, and 37.
I'm
And
sorry,
2 I's.
3 X's, 2 I. Yeah, 37.
37. Mike Alstott. Nick Bryan says he has like 5 things we want. LOL. I know Katrina is talking with James's son. Well, you guys keep talking. Mike Alstott was a fullback. He had nearly 1,000 rushing yards back in the day. He was a Super Bowl champ, as you see. My favorite memory of him was in Madden NFL football. I would draft him as my fullback, and if it was 3rd and 1, fullback dive. Mike Alstott.
Every time.
Every time. NFC South. Wow. What a hit.
An authentic, correct?
An authentic.
Yeah.
Indeed. That was the authentic in the loaded dice. An authentic eclipse. Son of Capel says, when they murdered the Raiders in 2002, I'm still looming. Son of Capel, I mentioned this earlier in the night when Rich Gannon got pulled. I really liked the Raiders in the early 2000s. I'm one of those guys that likes teams because of the players they're on. So obviously I'm a Bears fan for life. I'm now a Chiefs fan for life, having lived in KC for 6 years. But I like to adopt teams, Luke. I look around the NFL and I see what team do I like. In the Raiders, you can call me a front runner, but they never won the Super Bowl.
No, I was a Raiders fan too. I had a nice little Jerry Rice white Raiders jersey when I was a boy.
Absolutely.
I wore it on the first day of 4th grade, and I was made fun of.
Really?
No,
Why?
no, I
Oh,
made
you
that
weren't.
up. No.
I can't be really a Raiders fan now that I'm a Chiefs fan. If you want to give me the third one.
We'll swap them
Do
out.
a little swap series here. But did I put the card in that one? I may have forgotten.
I feel like we know where it's going, so we could
We could.
fix that easily.
I will just go ahead and do that right now, though, since
All right.
I have it.
You don't face the wrath of Steve.
Steve is a nice guy.
He's a very nice guy.
Steve in shipping. He did scare me last Sunday, though.
Yeah, I heard that it was late. And he surprised you.
I'm about to leave, lock up the office. I'm the only one in the building. And I hear, like, the door shuffling. And I'm like, what is going on? But it was Steve. We were not robbed. I was not hurt. So we're all good. Son of Capel says, looking for the cold stuff, not feeling great. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh Steelers. What do we got here? We pulled a J.J. Watt earlier in the day. How about a T.J. Watt? His brother just signed a massive contract. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL. Really, really good player. T.J. Watt. James Capel. Nice. T.J. Watt. He's really good. I don't know he's probably better than J.J. at this stages in their career.
I would say so.
I think I saw that he was voted like the 11th best player in the NFL according to the players in that list they do. That's not bad.
Not at all.
Quadrina wants that Deo College, LOL. Yeah, because it's a beautiful helmet. Honestly, I would rather have Deo College than Deo Colts, personally, just because you got that beautiful anchor down thing. Now that I come to think of it, Luke, while I was in Columbia, Missouri, covering the Mizzou Tigers, they played Vanderbilt, so I would have seen Deo in person. But I can't remember.
Can't place him?
Can't place him. You know who I could place in person?
Deo.
Taco Fall. He
Oh,
played
yeah.
against Mizzou, Central Florida and Missouri. Taco Fall.
Tough to miss him.
I was literally 2 feet away from him, standing up next to Taco Fall. I felt like really short. I felt like Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Did you watch that show? That was a classic show.
I did not, but I think Peter Dinklage's best role was in Elf, when he attacks Will Ferrell at the like publishing meeting.
Oh my God, yes. I forgot about that.
Called him an angry elf.
Oh man, that's awesome. All right, so loaded dice number 6.
Let's do it.
Hey, Quadrina, I know you're in here. You want to play some practice squad after loaded dice 6? I know James Capel is stealing the thunder for everyone. Anyone want to play a little practice squad before we get out of here for the afternoon? So this is loaded dice number 6. So this is our last loaded dice. Closing out this series for now, James Capel. Let's see what you have on your last hit. Oh, man.
Come with it now.
Oh, man. Are you ready for this, Luke?
I think so.
Are you ready for this, Luke? Are you kidding me? One of the best things we have in the UA Live break room. Jerry Rice authentic helmet. Jerry Rice, number 80. The greatest receiver of all time. The all-time receiving yard record guy. What's impressive about him is that a lot of times we don't know who the best player at each position is. You know, we struggle with those, making those decisions. You know, a lot of guys in debate for best running back ever. I don't think anyone is in debate for best receiver ever. I know Randy Moss was a very talented receiver, but if you look at the pure stats and the years of greatness that Jerry Rice did, the undisputed GOAT, Jerry Rice. James Capel got himself the NFL all-time rushing yards leader in Emmitt Smith. Now he's got himself the all-time receiving yards leader in Jerry Rice. I am jealous.
That's a big day. That's a lot of records.
That's a lot of records. That's overwhelming. Wow. Jerry Rice.
Rice, baby.
Let me take a look and answer that question. We got a question about Big Bucks number 2. So, Team Father Son Swagger, Big Bucks number 2's got 7 slots remaining. So if you do want to fill up a slot for that, we could get that going in very soon. But otherwise, most likely that's going to carry over to tonight. You're the only one in that right now. So here are the rules, Team Father Son Swagger. If a break that you're in does not fill up during our live show, it carries over to our next show. So Big Bucks number 2 carries over to the 8 o'clock show. So you'll have a chance to be in it then. If for some reason we don't do it in the 8 o'clock show, carries over to the next day. So don't worry. You'll have a chance to play. But if you want to play right now, you can get another slot. Maybe someone else can play with you. Is our chase of the day. But again, Jerry Rice helmet for James Capel. Nice hit, says Quadrina. Luke, before we get out for the day, I think we're going to do practice squad 4 and 5. I think Katrina just filled those out.
All right.
So I think she wants to do practice squad 4 and 5. Then she's got to get to work and make some money so she can come back here tonight. The tonight part I made up. All right, so we got, what, 2 more boxes in this last loaded dice before we do 2 practice squads and call it an afternoon. If you can hand me one of those boxes when you get a second, no rush, my friend.
For sure. Here's number 2 for you.
Oh my goodness. Katrina wants to be adopted by James Capel.
Yeah, if you need any like yard work done or anything, I can be flexible with my schedule.
For James Capel?
Yeah, like wash your windows and stuff. Keep me in mind.
Oh, James Capel's got to get back to work. He's telling his son he's got to get back to work himself. All right, well, James, before you go, Let's take a look at what we got for you. Randy Granishar with the old school Denver Bronco helmet. Randy Granishar, nice hit. Got him written down in my notes somewhere, Mr. Randy Granishar. What do you know about Randy Granishar, Luke?
I know his initials are R and G.
Excellent. Randy Granishar. I think the adoption is not proceeding, in case you're wondering.
It's all right. These things take time. It's a delicate family situation. It's not just going to happen overnight like that.
It certainly is. So Randy Granishar is a 7-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1978.
All right.
Randy Granishar. Nice hit,
There's
James.
certainly more information than I had.
Well, I've got a little note sheet of info, but I didn't put the loaded dice on there because I didn't know that we were doing loaded dice until we came in here. Where did I put the box for that one? Or the... I'm going to give you a couple more so I clear up a little room and I don't get confused. Here you go, Luke. Oh, it's right here, right below me here. We're good. Randy Granishar. I love those old school Bronco helmets.
Oh yeah, that nice blue, that orange crush.
Those are clean. Is this the third one, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
For the loaded dice.
The final in the series.
The final countdown.
It's the final box. Good stuff there.
Love it. Love it. Randy Granishar. I know we've got a lot of older people that play in our break room, and that's why it's great when we pull some of these old school guys, you know? It is neat. All right, here we go. James Capel. The last loaded dice box. You've got yourself an Emmitt Smith, a Dak Prescott, a Jerry Rice. How are you going to close it out, my friend? I don't think you're going to beat Emmitt Smith or Jerry Rice. But maybe we can get you another Cowboy to close the loaded dice series. Would you believe it? Luke.
What do we got?
Got a Dallas Cowboy.
Uh-oh.
For James Capel. You got Emmitt Smith? How about another one of his Hall of Fame teammates? Michael Irvin. One of the greatest receivers of all time. Number 88. Michael Irvin. Woo! Wow. Michael Irvin. The dude could trash talk. The dude can play. He was a really, really good receiver.
Fun off the field too, I'd imagine.
He's definitely a personality. Can you believe this? You want to hear something else unbelievable, Luke?
Go for it.
James Capel does not have a Michael Irvin.
No?
We just delivered him a Michael Irvin.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
We got him a Michael Irvin. We got him an Emmitt Smith and a Dak Prescott. Wow. You wonder why James Capel loves the loaded dice.
That's why.
That's why.
We deliver on that for him.
We deliver on the
Especially
loaded
today.
dice.
Wow.
And he was quick. He's like, Luke, post the next one.
He
couldn't
knew what
wait.
he wanted.
He knew what he wanted. And he was talking about this last one where the Irvin came out. And we had one.
Maybe he's in a better mood. Maybe he'll consider the adoption now.
Maybe. Nice set of loaded dice, says Quatrina. Thanks, guys, for the boxes. So he got himself in this last box that he wanted really badly. He got himself a Jerry Rice and a Michael Irvin. How's that for some wide receivers?
Like to see it.
So if you want to put those names in, I don't know if you're hopped in there right now, Luke.
In the loaded and the green sheet?
Yeah, it was because it doesn't matter the divisions because it was all James. It was Irvin.
I got it in the winner's sheet right
Oh, you
there.
have it in the winner's sheet? Then we're good. Then disregard what I'm saying. So practice squad 4 and 5. Practice squad 4 Oh, we did do practice squad 4, so we just have practice squad 5.
5 then, I'm getting 6 posted now.
Okay. 5 is in. Let me flip through here.
Yeah, we are good on
Oh, I do see it.
that
Perfect.
one.
All right, guys, we're moving on to practice squad 5. CeeDee Lamb's scores. James Capel's excited. Nice. I'm excited because my fantasy team's going to win. Katrina, did you give us a number for this one? I think you gave us a number for practice squad 5. I will scroll through the chat, but if you know it right now, let us know what your box number was on that. Fields will be okay. Practice squad 5, number 45. When you get a second, Luke. All right. Wow, we haven't done one of these breaks in a while where we have 2 people playing. It's been all James in the loaded dice. We've got Katrina and Michael Crisp playing in practice squad 5.
45?
45.
All right.
Box 45. And I'll take that off the ticker.
There you are.
Actually, so there's should be 2 box left total for practice squad. 39 and 49, the last 2. Loaded dice is closed out, right? We got that one done. I will take that off the ticker. Thank you, James, for closing out loaded dice. Practice squad number 5. Here we go. Katrina has all the divisions but the AFC West, which belong to Michael Crisp. It's a jersey. Can it be a Colts jersey is the question. It's not a Colts jersey. Wayne Krebet. I've got some info on Wayne. I remember watching him play for the Jets. I think 95 to 05 for the Jets, Mr. Wayne Krebet. He had nearly 1,000 yards several times. Nice hit. Wayne Krebet. That's the AFC South. And that's Katrina. Or excuse me, AFC South. Jets are the AFC East. Still Katrina. Krebet jersey. It would be a Colts jersey if Michael had AFC South. Probably true. Wayne Krebet was really consistent. He's one of those guys that did it for so many years. He was never a great player, but he was a very good player for many years. Synonymous with Jets football, Mr. Wayne Krebet is. And back in his time, the Jets were better than they are now. The Jets could use a Wayne Krebet these days. Katrina, nice hit on Wayne Krebet. Alrighty. Is that everything that's full for now? Let's take a quick look at the website. I've barely had a chance to breathe with all these loaded dice just hopping on along. Alrighty, Luke, let's see how we're looking on the website. I'm taking a look now. We have practice squad number 6 on the website. Slab football number 3. We're not very close on anything, guys, now. So we do have big bucks as our spin for the day. And actually, you're already getting ready for the next show. So I think we're going to call this a day. I'm going to take one final look around the NFL scoreboard and give you guys a final chance to fill out a final break. But otherwise, I think we're going to spin for some UA cash here. If you want to get the top spot set up, get our wheel going. I'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard as I give you guys a final chance to fill up a final practice squad or anything else. Cardinals up 7-0 on the 49ers right now. James Caples, Cowboys up 10-0 on the Giants. The Brownies and Chargers, I think in the afternoon game of the day, the Browns down 13-10. They are in the goal line of the Chargers getting ready to take the lead. I picked the Browns in this game. Most people had the Chargers. I did take the Browns. And then we had the Bears are up 7-3. They're also in the red zone against the Raiders. Impressive. Did you see the Bears playing so well today?
Going into the game, I wasn't really sure what to expect out of these people.
Sure.
You get some news of John Gruden this week, or whatever his situation was.
Yeah, John Gruden has been talking smack. You want to talk about talking smack? John Gruden is the smack talker. Bob says 2 real good wide receivers came from Hofstra, Krebet, and Marquise Colston of the Saints. Bob, thank you so much. You're a wealth of sports knowledge. I consider myself very sports knowledgeable personally. I don't think anyone knows more about sports that I've met than Bob. Tell you what, Luke, we're going to go ahead and spin for some UA cash.
All right.
So I will pull up the top spot break. Let's see. So that's everyone. Oh, you've already got it in there. Everyone who was in big bucks today, that's Jason, Matt Menard, and Katrina. So Katrina and Matt Menard and Jason, if you guys are in here, let me know. I'm going to randomize this up. This is a top spot randomizer to see who's going to spin for some UA cash. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Katrina! Katrina's got the top spot. Nicely done, Katrina. Katrina, if you're still here, let us know if there's a certain number you want to have us start the wheel on. Otherwise, we are going with 1. Maybe you'll go 18 for Peyton Manning? Maybe?
Suggestions.
I'm giving you a suggestion. Bob says pick 7 for Jackson. Nick says she's in the shower. Huh.
Spicy.
How about that? Well, Nick, if you want to hop in and tell her now, otherwise I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start at 1 otherwise. Bob is calling out 7. Who's Jackson? Is Jackson her son that's 7? I think we had a joke about that earlier in the week. Start at 7. So Nick is going to have us start at 7 if you want to get the wheel. UA cash.
And we will start at number 7.
Taking Bob's suggestion.
All right.
She told him to pick. Okay. Well, Nick has picked 7. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Big money, big money, big money.
I did you pretty good. 73.
73 bucks. Katrina, you're not there, but Nick is there. Nick, tell her the good news. You know what you can use that 73 bucks for tonight, guys? Katrina and Nick, I know you guys love the practice squad. 2 practice squad boxes left. Take that money. Throw it on some practice squad.
Take it and run.
Nick says nice.
Yeah,
I'll let her
good.
know. Absolutely. All right, well, that'll do it for the show. Thanks to Luke for filling in on a Sunday afternoon.
Thanks for having me, Common.
It's been a pleasure. You've done a great job. It's been a great show. Before we get out, we do have answer a question for the viewers. Bob asks if Katrina's working tonight. Bob, I think Katrina is working tonight, you said. But maybe Nick isn't working. One of the family, we'd love to have you tonight for our 8 p.m. Central Time show tonight. We're going to have Practice Squad. Finish that up. Only 2 boxes left. Broadway Joe, fantasy football, and a lot of great stuff. Nick says she is working. Whoever wants to join us tonight, whether you're working or not, feel free to join us then. A big football game tonight. Chiefs. Luke is picking the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs. Mark that down. We'll recap that tonight if we're right. And everyone have a good day. Jason Spencer says hi, everyone. Hi, Jason. We're actually about to leave. But I know Jason loves the slab series. So Jason, hopefully you join us tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time to do some slabs. We have 7 slabs left. Would love to get those done as well. Have a good day, everyone.